What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5, Episode 14 trailer breakdown. So I am super pumped for this upcoming episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because it is, although I would say here now that it is the best superhero or comic book TV show actually on TV, but Legends of Tomorrow has been incredibly consistent since it's come back off break. However, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has had the better season overall. So episode 14, I'll just read out the synopsis for you here. It is, as Fitz and Simmons race to find a way to seal the rift, they are faced with one of their greatest fears manifested. So what could that be? We actually see this in the trailer for this episode. So I'll just play that for you now.
Agent Coulson, so good to see you again. Agent May, you can't escape me, Fitz. You are a monster. You are weak!
Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. New next Friday, 9/8 Central on ABC.
911.
So the actual first kind of thing that could actually be is, of course, the Doctor, and that is the evil version of Fitz from the framework. So if you remember last season, or if you haven't actually, if you're just joining Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this season because you've heard it's pretty good and you just wanted to watch this season, well, it is actually really cool because this is a return from an evil Fitz. So he was in the framework, he was in a kind of digital Matrix style world, and this was where we saw the head, or kind of one of the leaders of Hydra, and that was Fitz himself. So here, this is definitely one of the worst fears manifested easily for Fitz and Simmons, because it is an absolutely cold, uncompromising, unfiltered version of Fitz, who is quite clearly a good guy. But this is one of the classic tropes of what if our good guy was actually evil. And here we actually see him confront Fitz himself, the actual real Fitz. So this is definitely the fear dimension version of him. And it's going to be cool seeing where they actually go with this, because I'm really excited to see that character return. The framework, while I didn't like the idea, I thought it was a bit cheap having the framework as a story. Well, I did actually like the execution of it. It was pretty cool seeing the different versions, and I explicitly liked the version of Clark Gregg's Agent Coulson, who was a teacher. I thought that was really cool. But another thing here is the return of the Superior. The Superior being the anti-Coulson, anti-S.H.I.E.L.D., anti-Inhuman group led up by, well, the Superior. And he was actually involved quite heavily with the LMD and also the storyline with the framework. Now, his head was actually removed by Ada. He actually was able to control LMDs from his brain, looking very kind of Arnim Zola, sort of. I guess that's, no, probably not really. But it was really cool having this storyline, and really his storyline was technically unresolved from the last season, because what happened is we had all of his LMDs actually destroyed, but he was not actually located. His head was still out there, and no one knew where it was, especially after the storyline when Ada was actually killed. So considering that, I don't think that this is going to be a fear dimension version. I think this is actually going to be the Superior, because it does actually fit in with General Hale. Now let's consider that General Hale does actually know everything to do with LMDs, or at least she seems to know all about LMDs and has quite a few for herself. So I'm expecting that she is going to send in the clown, so to speak, with the Superior. We're going to see him get off the ship at the Lighthouse, only for the team to be absolutely screwed. Now, another reason I don't think that he is a kind of fear dimension version of himself is the fact he's actually getting off of a ship. And so far, all of the characters have actually, just appeared kind of out of nowhere. And it does look like a Quinjet has actually been sent to get him, or kind of send him there. Now, the question is, how the hell did they actually, or did General Hale find the lighthouse? Now, Mac did something very, very stupid. Now, at the end of the last episode, we actually had the LMDs aboard the ship, the Principia, awaken, and, well, we actually saw them get attacked and things like that, and General Hale was aware that these had awoken. So, considering that these had awoken, well, that would make sense that if any of them actually left the premises, well, she would actually know exactly where to find them. So she is going to find the Principia, she's going to find all of those on there, because the fact is she couldn't find the Principia. But once the NMDs had awoken, they are locatable or trackable, so she was able to find them. And the fact that Mac has actually taken the arms off of for Yo-Yo, well, there is an LMD there, and that can actually be traced back to the lighthouse. Now, this is also why this leads me to the last thing here in this video is Crusher Creel. So Crusher Creel is actually joined this team of Thunderbolts, and he is also on a ship here. Not sure what ship this is actually, to be honest, because I think the Zephyr is just a bit too big for this to actually take place on there. And that it possibly is actually different ships landing at the lighthouse. They'll send the Superior on a different ship. They'll send Creel on another one. And he is ready to take on S.H.I.E.L.D. But the question is, why does he want to attack S.H.I.E.L.D.? Now, if you remember, we did actually have Crusher Creel, who was involved with Talbot. So, General Talbot was actually... he was shot. Now the question is, will he actually return? He is in an upcoming episode, so I will guess that he will return. And Hale is actually using this information about Daisy, the Daisy LMD, to trick Crusher Creel to attack S.H.I.E.L.D. So that's probably the motivations why he is ready to attack here. And I can definitely see this Thunderbolts team actually unite with S.H.I.E.L.D. later down the line, and Hale will maybe actually team up with S.H.I.E.L.D. to prevent the Earth from being destroyed. So it's a bit of a long shot there for me. However, that is it for this video. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.